I thought what we'd go ahead and do, got a little time. I saw this cringe lord cringing my cringe receptors in a brief clip on Twitter. So I think what I need to do is I pulled up all of his feminist gets owned by logic series. And I think I want to go over them in reverse order. I haven't seen these before, but I don't know. Maybe we're going to actually own some feminists. But I'm ready. I'm a little bit of a feminist myself. So I am curious to see if he has any arguments and what arguments he's willing to present and the insane logic he's going to bring to the table. So let's give it a check out, shall we? Yeah?
Hey guys, so you guys are kind of like liking these feminist videos or something. 12,000 views.
By the way, liking these feminist videos, we're making anti-feminist, like, whatever reaction video, and I understand I'm reacting to a reaction video of feminists reacting, but we're making these cool feminist videos this year, okay? How long ago is this? A few weeks, maybe? Not even? It's currently, it's July 11th. This is a week old exactly, okay? It's still young, but we'll open it up, let it breathe a little.
Views, dude. I not that big of a deal. I get that all the time. Anyway, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at two videos, one of which is
holy fuck, we're going to look at two videos. I'm excited. I thought we were only going to get one.
People complaining about how people only think that there's two genders, even though I'm sorry to tell you, there's only two genders. Like, there's no way getting around that, okay? Genders.
All right. So two genders. There aren't two genders. He's probably referring to sex. I don't know why people conflate it. It's not conflated by anyone who's actually looked into the subject. Right now, it's understood that gender is a social construct. We use it generally to refer to presentation and gender roles, which are archaic. All of it should be thrown out. It generally hurts people. But no, sex, you could say too. Sex is actually a bimodal distribution. It's really hard to pin into just two perfect categories. I don't think you can do it. But there are more than two genders. There is getting around that. Boom, we just did it. Anti-feminist destroyed with logic. Hey, Marshall, thank you.
Not a universe or whatever the f these crackheads are talking about. And the second one is men being asked if they're feminists. And that one's my favorite because it actually provides some not so bad arguments. And it's kind of funny to fucking watch, okay?
Hey, I'm a man. I'm a feminist. Let's see it, dude. I'm gonna get destroyed. My entire life is going downhill right now.
But yeah, that one's my favorite, so I'm gonna save it for last. And I watched a little bit through both these videos, and these people are talking about feelings alone. Like, they're not mentioning facts at all. And judging...
Not mentioning facts, like the fact there's only two genders. Haha, dab. No, it's pretty cringe. Although I'm excited for the facts and logic. We're ready to refute it. We are strapped in to this one.
By the like to dislike ratio... People agree with me. Thank God. Jesus Christ. You guys. Damn. Okay. Like, I thought I was the only sane one here. But, yeah. Let's, like, get into it or something.
Let's do it.
Just because I may present more femme doesn't mean that I'm any less they, them.
True, because, it's about identity. Bam.
I don't know, man. Looks kind of... looking like a girl to me.
Them.
Yeah, no, it's one thing to like...
I don't know what the fuck you like. I wouldn't say man or woman. I wouldn't class you into anything. You know why? Because I'm a good person.
Like, transition from one gender to the other, like, okay, but you know, you can't just pull a gender out of your fucking...
Gender's about identity. It's not about... She didn't talk about transitioning or anything like that. No, it's identity. And using pronouns, just identity. It's pretty easy to do, actually.
Asshole, and then expect everyone to just roll with it. Like, I don't understand that mindset.
You know what, that thing where you're eating a meal, but you're not really eating a meal, you're just kind of picking at food on the counter. My family and I were doing that one night.
No, I eat all the food.
And I just kind of looked at them and said, hey guys,
Clearly.
I'm non-binary. I don't have a gender.
In my
Sick.
opinion, gender is a universe. It is a broad spectrum of
It is a broad
planets
spectrum.
and stars and sky that truly cannot be contained into a binary.
No, I don't know about you.
No, gender cannot be contained into a binary. That's why our culture, or American culture, I should say, while typically we'd recognize and be able to identify two sort of genders, there's a lot of variation in those genders. In other countries, they could have 3, 5, or even more accepted genders, and they have forever. It's a thing because it's a social construct, and we determine it arbitrarily.
Guys, but there's one gender.
Facts and logic, he's going to say the same thing. We're going to be in agreement here.
Okay. It's Nerf or nothing. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Gender is it's the space and it's stars and it cannot be contained.
She was much more eloquent than that. That's not fair. Come on, dog.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Okay, there's 2
Facts and
genders
logic.
and you're a woman. It's that simple. I don't know why you have to make it so complicated.
My pronouns are they, them,
Rude.
theirs, and that's a non-negotiable. And they were all kind of like, okay.
Yeah, because this is a really weird concept. This isn't
Not a weird
normal,
concept.
okay? What do these people not understand? If you have a pussy, you're a woman. If you have a dick, you're a man. I don't understand.
Okay. Jesus God. Okay, so again, we're running into the problem of conflating sex and gender. If you have a pussy, you probably biologically female, although it depends on how you determine biologically female. If you have a ding dong, biologically male. If you want to class them like that, I don't know. I don't think it's perfect, but you know what? We could do it for the sake of conversation. However, that has nothing to do with identity. Completely separate. Not together at all. Let's go back. real quick.
Concept. This isn't normal, okay? What do these people not understand? If you have a pussy, you're a woman. If you have a dick, you're a man. I don't understand, what is so complicated about that?
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I want to watch that again. I just this one part, and that laugh at the end is just so cringe.
Pussy, you're a woman. If you have a dick, you're a man. I don't understand, what is so complicated about that?
I think one of the
What if you don't have either, or what if you have both, or what if you have a ding dong but you present as a woman and you're accepted societally as a woman? What happens then? What do we do? I mean, we probably wouldn't go around calling him like him, right? Like, that's weird. No, a little weird.
I think one of the main reasons pronouns are so important is because other than our name, it's one of the main ways that people identify and call us.
My pronouns are personally very important to me. Growing up, enculturated into kind of a system that really subscribes to toxic masculinity, I was always uncomfortable with being called dude, what's up, man? I was so bad at dapping people up, how guys do that whole like that thing. I was so bad at that, and it just I felt very alienated every time someone would do that to me.
I think unless you know the person well, everybody's bad at handshakes or whatever the hell you did there. Upside down hand or what the fuck is that? But yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I think it's so toxic how guys just go around going, "What's up, man? What's up, dude? How's it going?"
That's disassociated from the whole thing with the toxic masculinity, but they were just saying that they were not comfortable being called these things or being addressed in a certain way, and that's completely fine. Like if I called you dumb motherfucker, you know what? I might call you dumb motherfucker, and you know what? If you are okay with being called that, that's cool. However, it probably teeters on the point of harassment if I'm calling you that thing and you're not okay with being called that. I should use your name and I should use your pronouns. It's really not hard.
man. That's just so... How would they have the audacity? The audacity to do that is just... It's beyond me. That is so disrespectful. But yeah, no, you can tell that all these people who actually...
Stop touching your fucking greasy ass face, all right? You're just gonna have more breakouts, okay? I used to have a lot of breakouts too. And you know what? I stopped touching my fucking face all the goddamn time. It works. Stop it.
About pronouns on everyday life or in their everyday life. Fucking losers, okay?
I'm sorry.
In their everyday life.
What
Think
was
about
that?
pronouns on everyday life or in their everyday life.
Well, it's not. It's just, if you're being misgendered, you know what? It's going to affect you more than people who are correctly gendered in society. So yeah, you probably do think about it a little more. And no, it doesn't make you a fucking loser. I would be willing to assume this Zenderance person, I would be willing to assume that they identify as he, him, they identify as a manly male man or some bullshit. But at the end of the day, you know for a fact, if I was to walk into insulting his place of employment, if I was to walk into that location and I was to start calling this person she, her, yada, 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 you know what? I guarantee they'd be the kind to get triggered. In the same way, you don't want to be misidentified in other ways. So if you go by Zendurance, you don't want to be referred to generally as dumb fucking idiot. Because identity is important.
Fucking losers, okay? You are such losers. They probably didn't even have any friends.
So when someone
Tell me how to make friends, Zendurance. Is it being a cunt to people who are just trying to live their everyday life and vibe?
They probably didn't even have any friends.
So when someone identifies with a pronoun, they're essentially taking their little piece of that broad universe
True.
and identifying with that. And so in using their correct pronouns, we're validating that, yes, you are right in your identity and you are important, and we're
Yeah, your identity is valid and you're important. Agreed. I'm sure he'll agree too.
respecting you.
Okay, so this is, not gonna lie, guys,
Whoa!
I kind of...
Scene change! We couldn't even finish the one video? How long could it possibly be?
procrastinated, so it's a day later. But yeah, and let me tell you, you're making it way...
Why would you stop a video halfway through responding to it and continue the next day? I guarantee it's like 5 to 10 minutes long at the most. We only listened to probably 30 minutes of that video in between all my fucking pausing. Why would you not continue the video? Okay, whatever.
way more complicated than it needs to be. No, you're not taking your little part of the universe and identifying with it. That's not what's happening, dude. Another thing is, I don't call any of my friends him or her out of respect. I do it to classify you. And it's happening, dude. Another thing is,
Do you see
I
all
don't
these
call any
fucking
of my
jump
friends
cuts?
that.
Look at
That's
this
not-
bullshit.
That's not
Oh
what
my
identifying-
god. Okay. I wish I could put like a counter up and we could just hit him down.
with it. That's not what's happening, dude. Another
2,
thing is, I
3.
don't call any of my friends him
Christ.
or her out of respect. I do it to classify you. And when there's infinite possibilities to classify someone, that kind of breaks physics. Okay, that's not how that works. The abilities to
Oh! Okay, this is gonna be cringe, but you know what? I'm sorry, we have to keep looping. And we're gonna keep looping because this is important, alright? Try to not notice all the jump cuts, I know, but
there's infinite possibilities to classify someone, that kind of breaks physics. Okay,
Doesn't
that's
break
not how
physics.
that works.
it doesn't break physics at all because it's a social construct. We decide what we want to do. It's about identity and how people want to identify. You probably do your best to respect them because they're just people living their life. If they're not hurting anybody, just try and help out. You know what? If someone walks up to you and they're like, hey, my name is Jack, and I identify as they, them. You know, hey, I should refer to this person as Jack and they, them. It's no different than when someone approaches you and tells them your name or how they identify. You just work to address that person in that way. If you tell me your name's Jack, I'm not going to be calling you Lindsay, because that's not how things work in our society. We live in a society. Because if your name's Jack and I'm calling you Lindsay, that's disrespectful, okay? I should just address you how you'd like to be addressed. It's really that simple.
There are two genders. Two. You see that?
Gender's a social construct. It's a spectrum. I don't even have to respond to this. I probably won't from now on.
Here, I'll make it focused so you can see that. Two genders. There are two genders. It's not a universe. There aren't
Two
stars.
sexes.
There's no
Gender's a social
planets.
construct.
There's no comets that identify as toasters flying around the universe.
They can't
I can't
identify
believe
'cause
I'm
they're
explaining this,
non-biological
but
and
there's
not
only
conscious.
two. There's always been two. It's not going to change now just because you want to lob off your own dick.
Coming into terms
What about how oh, Jesus Christ. Ignoring that last part. How is it that some countries recognize 3 or more genders? Like India, for example, has a third gender. How is this possible? How can you explain it if but only 2 and never variant? Because there is variant. So, I don't understand. Dope earring. This is kind of cool.
with my gender queer identity has been one of the most challenging but also rewarding things that I've done.
Laverne Cox kind of famously said, misgendering a trans person is an act of violence. And it is. It's an act of psychological violence. It's a denial of somebody's personhood.
So me making
It is a denial of someone's personhood. You're trying to invalidate somebody's identity arbitrarily for no reason. There is no facts and logic to just denying someone's identity if they're not hurting anybody. I don't get it.
making this video is an act of violence, and oh my god, dude, you are such a victim. I just can't believe you've made it this far, dude. You are such a victim. Just look at her. She's a
There is no refutation here. By definition, that's an ad hominem fallacy. When you don't address the argument and you just try and attack somebody.
victim, dude. She has the hardest life of all of us.
She never said she had a hard life.
Just because someone called her.
I don't think they identify that way. I don't know why you'd keep doing that. Again, if I call you a she, her, you probably wouldn't like that because that's not how you identify. But you know what? Eat shit. Video 2. We made it halfway. We didn't get much facts and logic there, did we? Yikes.
That's a tough question.
I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure what it means to be a feminist today.
Depends on the
I mean, being a feminist, typically, it's just you believe in equality under the law, or that people should generally be treated the same regardless of sex.
definition of feminism.
The definition just means that people are equal.
Equality of treatment, equality
Yep.
of legal
much.
protections, equality in pay.
I don't like you.
Dude, I feel, isn't that the second time? Don't worry, I'm not gonna jump back. Don't freak out. I hate that. I hate that sound effect. That's the second time in this video.
To use the phrasing women and men are equal because it's an erasure of non-binary folks.
Ah, damn it. It's another one of them. Bruh, she looks like a lizard. Or it looks like, or he, or they, or whatever the freak you are. Whatever it is, it looks like a lizard.
It's a term that
Are you
seems
so
to have
weird?
a weird amount of baggage these days.
Yeah, I call myself a feminist.
Absolutely.
Justin Trudeau. Hey, what's up, dog?
I'd say no.
Just because I don't know enough about the movement.
I'm not
I mean,
quite
that's
sure
fair.
what being a feminist entails. Do I think women are equal? Absolutely.
I suppose
Sick.
I would be
Based.
somewhat of a feminist because I do support everything.
You kind of have to, right? Like at this point,
I support everything too.
it would
That's the
seem
move.
politically incorrect or uncouth not to self-identify as a feminist.
Yeah, I don't give a good goddamn about politically incorrectness or politically correctness. That's all just fucking retarded. As Ben Shapiro says, it breeds in.
I don't give a fuck about politically correctness. That's retarded. As Ben Shapiro says, the best lead into a point.
insanity, dude. Anybody who's trying to be politically correct all the time is never going to enjoy their life. They're not
You can enjoy your life and be politically correct all the time if you choose to.
going to be able to laugh at any funny jokes.
You can laugh at
And
funny
they're going to classify
jokes.
as a feminist. But yeah, no, I
They're gonna
think
classify.
classifying as a feminist
Why does he say
nowadays at
classify?
least is so stupid because it creates like
So
this hive
stupid.
mind and everybody gangs up on one person. And I think
identifying as a feminist is bad because it creates a hive mind. You gang up on a person. What? Fucking what? I'm sorry. I must have missed the connection there.
that's a very toxic mindset for real discussion to go on. I don't think you need to be a part of some group or stand with a group of people to believe
don't
in a
have to.
specific thing.
I think sometimes feminists.
You don't have to. However, while I feel like he's trying to think like feminism is just an organization you join. It's not. It's kind of an ideology, and there are some things that branch out from there, some of which are groups. But generally, if you believe in the equality thing, generally you fall into that ideology, even if you might not hit a specific subsection of the ideology or an organization that also follows the ideology. No, you don't have to be a part of something to talk about it or stand for it, but I don't know. Seems like it would be a bad
Instead
idea.
of equality, it gets to equality and then wants more, and it ends up not being equality.
To me, feminist means that you support
Gets to
one
equality and
group.
wants
Taking
more.
a side on that is often to put yourself in one camp or the other. I'm not really someone who puts himself in camps.
I pretty much stay away from aligning myself with anything.
I'm team me,
I mean,
and
those things are
what
fine.
that means is
I'm team me. What does that
I'm
mean?
in a process right now where I'm just really doing what I'm speaking to and really trying to understand myself more.
doing what
For
I'm
me, I
speaking
don't
to.
even look at it that way. Like I think women should be equal, totally
True.
equal. We're the same
Based.
human beings. We're the same persons. Like we can do the same things.
I support anybody. Doesn't like boys, girls, black, white, brown. It doesn't matter. I look at everybody as people. And
I'd like to think this says BAMF, but we all know it doesn't.
think that they all should be supported equally.
Dude, so all these people are saying, okay, that's good to know. Okay, that's good to know. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching.
I'm sorry. Can we rewatch his response to that solid 45 seconds of video? Hey, I support everybody. That's,
Fully.
Dude, so all these people are saying, okay, that's good to know. Okay.
So all these people are saying, okay, that's good to know. Okay. That's his facts and logic destroyed.
That's good to know. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be the end of this video. And trust me, guys, I make more than just feminist videos. Take a look at all these videos right here.
That's all their videos,
Check them
by
out.
the way. This is all their videos. I looked. This is it. This is it. That's all their videos. I don't just make anti-feminist videos. I also make some other ones and some trolling shit.
Check them all out. I make all kinds of videos, not just feminist videos, although you can't fucking see that. Either that or you just really like these. Anyway, though, guys, hopefully...
Well, I didn't really like it, but it's okay. Maybe the next one. It's ooh, maybe this is going to be the good one. I have seen this. 36 Questions for Men. I feel like it's a couple years old at this point. It does really feel that way. But I have seen this before. There are a couple of really cringe questions in here, but what are you going to do? I'm sure we'll respond to them reasonably. One of these people says what's it like to be the same, whatever is Donald Trump. I don't know. One of them does. I know it's cringe. Anyway, let's watch it. Zendurance. We didn't have much facts and logic in the last video, but hey, he could have spent them all in 4. So let's see.
Feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump.
Holy fuck, it was the first goddamn person. Something I want to do for this video specifically is after they ask a question, I'm going to try, and I stop the video a lot, deal with it. I'm going to try and stop the video, and I'm going to respond to it. And then we're going to listen to his response, and I'm sure all of his responses are going to be very reasonable, so I won't respond to hardly any of them. But, hey.
I don't know, man. It feels pretty good. The guy's worth $2.1 billion.
There's some debate on that. His net worth has been a source of controversy for a long time. One of the easiest ways to find out Donald Trump's net worth, by the way, would simply be seeing his tax returns, which, the year of our Lord 2020 still hasn't fucking happened. We've been talking since 2016 about it, so release those tax returns and we'll talk about that net worth, right?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this video, dude, I've seen this video floating around quite a bit, and you know, it's...
I don't think this video is floating around in 2020, all right? This is an older video. In fact, real quick, let's just see. I guess I could have done this differently. 36 questions for men. 4 years ago? Yeah, I really doubt that you've been seeing it float around recently. But whatever.
36 questions women have for men. And yeah, I'm just going to answer all of them to my...
These jump cuts make me want to die, okay? If you suck at things, I get that. I understand that if I was to say upload this as a YouTube video, it wouldn't be great because I fuck up a lot. But you know what? I'm doing it live, all right? You're recording the fucking thing. Could you at least try to make it coherent?
Fullest capability, if I can even discern what they're saying. Because, like, guys, it's kind of like just a...
That was another jump cut.
If you took Down syndrome and autism, blended them up, and put it into a human, that's kind of what these guys sound like. Oh, shit.
Got 'em.
I just called them guys. Anyway, though, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please...
Dude, let me censor my swearing so my Down syndrome, autistic, insult, fact, and logic can be YouTube friendly.
Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, follow all my social medias. They're in the description and...
Your average hungry Caucasian cringe.
They're on screen right now. And let's just get right into the video. Oh, yeah. These aren't real glasses. They just block blue light and help, like, prevent headaches and shit. So
true, that's where it's at. Dude, this song is kind of lit. I like the color scheme, I'm not gonna lie. But these, like, weird, like, pumpy intros are,
How does it feel to
lame.
be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump? I don't really notice it. It's a waste of time. Can we try and guess what he's gonna say? Probably something really stupid. You know what? Let's go in this being nice and being charitable, okay?
Well, how does it feel to own a dog? Because, you know, Hitler owned a dog, right? That means owning a dog is bad. You know, that logic, it's just flawed.
She never said it was bad. It was a cringe fucking question. There was no logic because there was no argument being presented to be faulty. But, whatever.
You know, Hitler drank water too, so if you have to drink water, if you do drink water, you're Hitler. Jesus. And on top of that, just because you may disagree with his political beliefs doesn't mean he's a fucking evil person.
Correct. Just because you disagree with someone politically does not mean they're evil. Depends how you classify evil. I would classify something as immoral as something that increases undue suffering. And if you are increasing unnecessary suffering all the time, constantly, on purpose, I would say that probably makes you evil. I would say some of Trump policies I could describe as evil under this moral system, but beside the point.
Right? Evil people are the ones calling everybody else evil for disagreeing with them. Fucking A, dude. This already...
Evil people are those people calling people evil for disagreeing with them? I'm sorry, you need to demonstrate that logic, sir?
He isn't off to a good start.
Assertions aren't anything.
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
Everybody
Okay, like I said, I want to pause and I want to answer all of these questions and then get his take, okay? The clashing of the titans. All right. I don't hate rom-coms. Generally, they're not my favorite type of movie. There's some good rom-coms, whatever. They're not always my favorite, but some are good.
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
Everyone likes The Notebook. Everyone likes Beyonce. No, probably not, but whatever.
No, I don't like Beyonce. I've never even fucking heard of The Notebook, so I can't speak for that one.
Have you never fucking heard of Oh, I see. So he's been living under a rock. He was teleported. I don't know what period in time this would come from, but yeah, he saw the 36 questions for men floating around in 2020, even though it's a 4-year-old video, but he's never even heard of The Notebook. I don't know how that's possible. Get your ass educated in the pop culture, son.
And because rom-coms are fucking stupid, okay? I don't like romantic movies, and honestly, I don't really like comedies. Like, every once in a while, there'll be...
So, I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was pretty much, you know what? Some are okay. They're generally not my style, but I don't know. This is the Feminist Gets Owned by Logic series, remember? It's stupid. Not an argument. Fucking idiot.
Be a good comedy movie. Like Step Brothers, that's top tier. But I just don't really like comedy movies. I'll stick with Breaking Bad. You've had 2 questions.
Breaking Bad isn't a movie, you fucking dunce. It's a TV show.
So far. And both of them generalized everybody.
Why do you make...
They generalize people, but that's the fucking point. It's 36 questions for men. They're generalizing what they think men do and don't like. That's the entire point. Of course they're generalizing, you tool. You opened the video on purpose.
Like women sit around and talk about men in movies.
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
Boobs for hours? No. Thighs, maybe. That's, no. I don't think people really talk about that stuff for, like, hours. I'm sure if we totaled the amount of time I've talked about boobs and things in the last whatever, sure, but I don't know. I've never seen a movie with good enough boobs to talk about it for hours. The second I see the movie, I'm doing a review of it.
No. I don't think I do that.
That's fair. Hey,
I don't
you didn't
think
say
she
anything
had a
dumb.
dad growing up.
Ah, fuck! I should listen to the whole thing he says first. See, the
I don't
note
think she
was
had
fine.
a dad growing up. Oh, that's messed up. But it's true. Okay, if you think guys sit around talking about fucking tits for hours, you didn't have a dad. I'm sorry. He went out.
Okay, so here's the thing. I know that in some circles, my critiquing of this type of statement is, oh my god, the left doesn't even listen to jokes, or the left is attacking comedy. It's clearly a joke. But again, the series gets owned by Logic. When I make if I was to make a gets owned by Logic series, it wouldn't be me making shitty jokes like, oh, they didn't have a dad growing up. What? It's okay.
To get the milk and never came back. And I haven't seen a movie that girls sat around talking about guys for hours. Ever. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that was like that. Might be mentioned, but you don't talk about it.
I think
for hours. And that's just human nature. You bring up stuff that you're interested in. But you don't talk about it for hours. Like I like video games. I like movies. I might get into some politics every once in a while. I like sports.
Dude, I want to see some political videos. I want to talk about political videos where he has to bring facts and logic and not just they didn't have a dad. What?
I like hating on things with my friends. But, you know, talking about boobs just doesn't really come up very often, if at all.
Kind of
I don't
things
think
he
it
hates
really
on
ever
with
has come
friends probably
But
couldn't
you
stream on
automatically
Twitch.
assume that you won't like
Be a lot of
TV or
language.
movies that star a female lead.
Why?
Dude, there's some dank-ass TV and movies that have a female lead, okay? And video games, especially. Hell yeah. Why not?
Yeah. No, that's never happened. I don't really know what to say to that. But yeah, not once I've ever thought I will not watch this movie because it has a female lead. That's just never happened. It's never came up, and I don't think with any sane person it will ever come up. But then again,
any sane person.
I cannot
Well,
think
I
of
don't
any
know, dog.
movies offhand that have a good female lead. So, you know,
You can't think of any movies offhand that have a good female lead? Even in 2020? You couldn't even name a softball like, I don't know, Wonder Woman with Gal Gadot? That queen? Nothing at all? What about video games? Any video games at all? This is the kind of person who it's like, hey, if you walk them into a room and you strap them to a table. And you ask them, what's a movie with a good female lead? They name Alien, like you, which is fine, but that movie came out in, I think, the 70s? 40 years? I don't know. Kind of fucked.
maybe you're right. Or maybe females just don't play in any good movies.
So does he put up when it's a joke? Because there are a lot of dumb fucking things he said that didn't have that. She did kill it. Alien's a good movie.
Okay. That was a joke. I'm sure there's something out there. I just haven't seen it. It just depends on the movie, though. It's all about the story.
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
I'm not surprised when women are funny.
But why are you surprised when I am funny? Shut the fuck.
That's my style of comedy. The fact that I see jokes I make reflected in this character make me want to seppuku in fucking Fortnite, okay?
Shut the fuck! You're not funny. You're not funny. You're not funny. They're not
Remember, this guy is funny.
funny. They would have made me laugh by now if they're fucking funny. Okay.
Stop touching your fucking face!
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Nobody thinks you're obsessed. Hell, we hook up, I want you fucking gone. I don't want you ever talking to me until next time, okay? Just let's meet up once a month, exchange sex, and never talk. Never talk, okay? That is the move for me. I just don't like to talk to people.
Did you really just ask that? Huh? Did you really just ask?
See, I don't think anybody, I don't think he's worried about people being obsessed with him, especially after hooking up, because you don't meet all the prerequisites.
Because I think you could just call the whole fucking thing off if you wanted to. If you wanted him to leave, why didn't you just tell him to leave? Because that seems like a pretty simple solution.
She didn't say she didn't.
Right? I cannot
What a weird thing.
believe I just had to explain that. Okay, Jesus.
Explain what? She didn't say she couldn't ask people to leave. What?
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged?
You can. Queen, sleep with whoever the fuck you want. As many people as you want. Do what the fuck ever. It doesn't matter. People can fuck all they want.
I mean, like, I guess you can. You probably can. Just nobody would like you. Nobody would have a relationship with you.
Nobody would like you. What? A lot of people would like her. Clearly. If you want to fuck people, what's wrong with that, dog? He is watching a BuzzFeed video. Yes.
They'd make you have an STD test every single time you have a handshake. Society.
They wouldn't make you have an STD test. As long as you know what? If you're having multiple sexual partners, you should get tested regularly, and you should practice safe sex.
Isn't really open to that.
Nothing
or
wrong
men
with
or
that.
women. Yeah, I wouldn't really call you an.
Society is culturally accepting of men who sleep around a lot. In fact, it's like a thing, especially for like people in adolescence or high school. It's like a virtue if you've slept with a certain number of girls, or at least it seems like a hype thing. When it's silly, it's not a thing. You're valid whether you're fucking all the people or none of them, okay? You're still important. All right. And it does seem like society does shame women for having a lot of sexual partners. Like, oh, you're not pure or some bullshit. Something I don't understand, too. A lot of people like this dumb motherfucker are like, if you sleep around, no one's going to like you and you'll be all loose and shit. I've heard that before. The pussy is not loose if you have a lot of sex, and there's no difference in a pussy that's had 20 dicks in it or one dick in it 20 times. Boom. Hit you with the facts and logic. Take that.
An asshole, but I would definitely call you unattractive because
somebody can't you would call somebody unattractive because they fuck. Weird move.
That is not an attractive thing. Be going around handing your fucking taco to everybody.
What if you want somebody who's good at something? What if when I am interested in somebody, I want them to be experienced? What then? Cuck?
When men do it, they're congratulated.
Why do you
True.
consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
Bruh, dude.
I don't consider a woman a slut if she sleeps with me on the first date. I really don't like to do dates, but if I do go on a date, it's because we're sleeping together afterward, or we had the idea we were going to sleep together afterward. Personally, I just don't like dating, but a chick who sleeps with somebody on the first date, not a slut, just a person owning their sexuality. A person who doesn't want to have sex with you ever, whatever, owning their sexuality. They do them, and everything's chill.
I've never heard anybody call anybody a tease after fucking 3 dates. I don't think I've heard anybody call anybody a tease. All right, I really want to take these glasses off.
I haven't heard the word
feels
tease.
So naked without them now. Like I kind of, it just feels right. But yeah, I've never heard anybody call anybody a tease after 3 dates. I'm gonna need.
I haven't heard a tease, but I feel like I've heard other stuff, like yeah.
You to give me an example, or else I can't really comment on that.
I mean, I know that it was culturally significant enough. I can think of at least one joke. Oh God, who was it? It was a comedian, and they had a bit about if a girl won't sleep with you XXX, she's not a tease, she's an annoy, but she wasn't cute enough for that. I don't know. I know I've heard about it before. This guy lives under a fucking rock. He's never heard of the damn Notebook, okay? It's just me if I could play sports and went into band.
In what world does no mean yes?
No means no.
I think I know what they're talking.
No does mean no. If someone says no, that's it, dog. All right? And that's chill. Don't make a big deal out of it. You shouldn't be making people uncomfortable. And he's going to say something like that because that's the based and epic take.
Talking about here, they're talking about fucking rapists and shit, okay? I think...
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be rape. It's just anything. If somebody says no, that means no. If you offer somebody alcohol and they're like, you know what? I don't want alcohol. Don't pressure them. Don't debate them about it. They said no. Don't push it. Okay? That's for everything. Hey, do you want to go out to dinner? Oh, no, thank you. Why? Don't do that. No. Just no means no. Accept it. Move on. That's it.
I think rapists even know. No,
it doesn't have to be rape. God.
No means
Although
no.
that is a
I
big
just
one.
don't think they care. I think everybody in their right knows no means no and yes means yes. These questions are so
No, I don't want to pay
fucking passive
taxes.
aggressive. It's pissing me off.
Yeah, they're passive aggressive. One more
These
time.
questions are so fucking no.
Yeah.
No means no. I just don't think they care.
Well, it's not so much they care, but yeah, no, I think, I know for a fact Destiny talked about this recently, and I really agree with his take. A lot of guys will try and, like, debate girls out of what they've said. So it's like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? And it's like, no. It's like, well, why not? What if we go here? We can go to a movie afterward. No. But this, and this. There is that. It does exist.
These questions are so fucking passive aggressive. It's pissing me off.
I don't think they're passive aggressive. I haven't felt attacked at all. Oh, this boy full screen. That's the way.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Okay.
They aren't too emotional to be leaders. Not more emotional than, I don't know, men.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. I never said that. Second of all,
No one said you said that. Again, this is a generalization, and it's a BuzzFeed comedy video, so...
judging by how angry you sound reading these simple questions,
Angry?
I think you are too emotional to be a leader. At least you. Yeah, you. Not all women. Just you.
Then justify catcalling by saying Men just can't control themselves.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me,
Catcalling's
I
bad,
owe
don't
you
do
my
it.
body?
Okay.
Also,
so,
yeah. Again, this is a take Destiny has given, and I'm just an avid fanboy, so I'm aware of it. There's a lot of men out there. I'm not going to say it's a majority, but it's a substantial enough amount that every girl like this, pretty much every girl you'll ever talk to has a story, where people can think they can trade in like kindness and things for pussy. Like, if I put dinner in, it's like putting tokens in the pussy slot. It doesn't matter how kind you are to somebody. If you get them things, if you treat them to this and that, you don't have, they don't owe you anything, okay? There are no pussy slot points. It doesn't exist. He does have a hat arrow. I don't know what the fuck this is. I assume it's a baseball thing. It really disgusts me that I see so many parallels between myself and this person. It almost makes me want to stop growing out my hair. Damn.
This is my second day recording this.
I just don't want to be this. This is not the goal.
Comment on it. Keep going with the video.
Even got the lighting.
Nobody ever said you did.
Although I have wall art. Where the fuck is his wall art? Get something in here. Is this a folding chair? What is your background? Shitter.
And Perry the Platypus, doopy doopy doo ba looking ass. How fucking self-entitled. Nobody ever said you did. Fucking Perry the Platypus, doopy doopy doo ba looking ass. How fucking self-entitled.
Cotton picking ninny muggins? I might go bald because he looks like me. Bruh. I don't know. Just don't. Doesn't matter how you look as long as you're not this cringe.
Titled can you be? You're not hot shit over here.
Stop touching
okay?
your face.
And I think I'm going to direct you over to the subreddit r/nice guys. Because, that's the type of guys you're talking about. Because all those people over there, they're
nice guys
fucking insane.
exist.
Why would you
they
ever
exist.
send an unsolicited dick pic?
Is that like...
True. Don't be sending pics unless they want it. Probably. If they ask, probably a great time. If you're just talking to a girl, dropping random dick pics, fucking not cool. Weird as fuck.
Like a common thing that happens because
It is. Oh my god. So fun fact, I have a catfish account thing. It's fun. I talk to my friends about it. People send dick pics to my fake catfish account all the time. I feel like this is one of those things. I understand why this person has never been in the general vicinity of a woman, but if you talk to a woman generally and they're not a boomer, yeah, they've received a dick pic that they didn't want to see. Okay, it's probably happened to everybody. Just talk to a woman and ask her, hey, what's up? Unless it's dick.
I just don't see that happening.
Fuck off. Dude, give me the dick pics, okay? Small aside. Now, don't send pictures of your penis, but if you want to send a girl this picture, do it, okay? Do it. Slide in the DMs with this, okay? That works.
Oh yeah, just send a picture of my private parts and you'll immediately like me. Like what
You'd be shocked. It happens a lot.
kind of mindset do you have to be to do that? That doesn't seem like it would work. Anybody in their right mind knows that wouldn't work. For a female it might work, but
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
Okay.
I feel like this guy has generally made some offensive comments about women. Is this dude an incel? I haven't seen a video where he says he's an incel, but ooh.
Okay, I don't have a sister, but if I did, I think
I don't want to know what you do if you had a sister. Thank you. Let's move on.
I would care infinitely more about my sister than I would about some random chick. I think.
Why not just have a general level of decency toward people generally? How about that? You can care about your sister, but if you wouldn't want somebody saying something to your sister, you would, if you'd have a hard no, like that's not an okay thing to say to a family member of mine, you should probably have that bar for other people you talk to.
I think that would be pretty common knowledge.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you? Like,
Why are they considered the weaker sex? Because generally they're physically weaker, but they're not like, I don't know. That's
watermelons,
I think.
through like this.
Why is
Just because you can shove a baby out of your lady bits doesn't mean you can beat me in an arm wrestle. No.
Yeah, she could beat you in an arm and wrestle, but moving on.
Don't quote me on that, because there are probably some female boxer that could break in my door and beat the shit out of me, and there wouldn't be anything that I could do about it. Arm wrestle any man from here to Oahu, and you'll lose to the majority of them.
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
For the
True. Swear. Normalize swearing. 2020.
same reason it's not gentlemanlike to cuss. It's just not very polite. Okay, that's all the questions that I'm going to be looking at today, but the video isn't over yet. I still do need to talk about something, so stick around. Okay, so the riots that are going on, it's getting really fucking crazy out there, guys, and just stay safe, please. It's getting fucking bad. Police officers are getting shot. Innocent people are getting shot. And I'm not talking about the rioters. I'm talking about the peaceful protesters. But, you know, people are absolutely shitting on everyone on Twitter. And, you know, it's just not a good situation. So everybody stay safe out there. It's going to be all right. Just bunker down a little bit.
Yeah, this is recent, Arrow. This is from a month ago. You should have seen I did one before this that was from a week ago. I'm going to go through. There are two others. They're kind of short, and then if you want, we could play video games. But I got to go through these other two. It's very important to me that I review these. Although...
Another video. Wait, hold on 1 second. I forgot to turn this on, but you know, I'm not restarting the recording. Oh,
he clearly knows how to edit. He threw on these fucking awful looking graphics. Why would you just not remove this first part of the video? Also, what the hell is this windscreen? It looks like a half condom.
That's bright. Yep. Okay.
Your windsock looks like shit, dog.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Fuzzy.
Hopefully you all are having an amazing day. And, you know, you guys are just loving the feminist compilations.
I am loving the feminist compilations. That is not on my list. I'll need that.
Anyway, in this video, we're taking a look at another one. It's apparently a feminist mega compilation. The title will be on screen right now. Go make sure to check out the original uploader, because I'm sure he worked very hard in getting all these clips together to present to you guys. And
Diligent work.
Without further ado, let's just get right into this video, guys.
Is a list of the things that we're working.
They call this chick Big Red, by the way, for those uninitiated in the feminist videos.
Now, if you would.
Also, let me remind you, this video is like way old. This was this fucking year.
Shut the fuck up for the 50th millionth time.
Yeah.
Karen haircut, dude. Yikes. Before Karen was even a thing.
Not a number.
Like a idea. Big Red.
But yeah, you can tell how mad she is by the way her head is moving. That's just, you know, not a good situation. She's so mad right now. Also, I see this girl everywhere, but I've never
she goes
seen
by
this
Big Red. The reason that you might have seen this girl and like 3 others, Trigglypuff, the larger woman, who's like something on our campus, and she shakes it, and she's a big girl. There's Trigglypuff, and there's 1 or 2 others. And the reason you see all these is because the anti-feminist people have latched on to a couple of the worst examples of like the evil, mean, bad feminists that they could find, and it's just a couple of people. It's because the extreme majority of people who identify as feminist are just like chill fucking people.
Clip before.
Also, this is feminist gets owned by Logic, so haven't seen any yet, but remember, this is a Feminist Owns by Logic video.
Actually. So this is the first time I'm seeing this.
We agree on. These are things that we're agreeing on, and these are things that you've actually all got skewed fucking views on. You think that feminists are trying to take away your fucking rights, but as a matter of fact, what we're trying to do is we're actually trying to work on the same things that you're working on, but except the fact that you're so you're just too busy hating women. You can't fucking see that we're trying to actually work on those same situations.
Disagree equals.
It's just, hey, we're trying to work on things together. Why are you calling us a hate group? What did we do that was hateful? That seems to be her general question.
Hate women.
She never said disagreeing means hating women. This one person was calling her like a hate group. That sounds a little more extreme than I disagree.
Disagree equals hate women. I thunked that up in my own brain. Yeah, but no, that's not how that works. If someone disagrees with you, they don't hate you. That doesn't mean they hate you. That just means they disagree with you. I'm fucking sick of this. Jesus Christ. Why do you guys like this so much? Why don't you like when I play Minecraft? Why can't I just go play some fucking Minecraft?
You can play Minecraft. You know what? It's fine that nobody watches you. Nobody watches me, and I'm fucking fine with that.
Minecraft.
Okay, well, when you do that, we're never gonna have a civil discussion.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to have a civil discussion. I want to call you asshole.
And that...
There are some people I do want to call assholes. I don't want to have a civil discussion with some people just because they're beyond the pale. All they're going to say is stupid fucking shit. This man's never even hugged a woman before. I mean, I can't hard agree.
Right there is everything wrong with feminism in like one sentence. Your agenda is never going to work if you cannot have a civil discussion about it. That's just fucking silly.
Is this having a civil conversation? Is this what adds to civil discourse? Is making like feminist ownage videos? Is that what opens the conversation up? Shut the fuck up.
Not talk about the very thing that
Oh, by the way, Zendurance, if you want to come on stream and talk about feminism or any of the other shit you're like wrong as hell on, I'm down anytime, bruh.
You believe in. What? Nothing's ever gonna fucking get done then. You're just gonna go around calling everybody assholes, which I do. I love doing. I love
Lindsay, you're not being very ladylike. Stop swearing.
Actually. But in a civilized world that isn't on the internet, you should be able to talk about the things you believe in.
I might later. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so you don't.
Women believing these ideas, you're inherently disrespectful.
Oh.
By believing some ideas, you are inherently disrespecting people and thinking they're lesser. So when she says like people of color, women, gay people, people with depression, so some of these things that you could believe that would inherently be against these people are believing that a different color of person are lesser to your color of person, believing that women are inferior, that they're just generally not funny, or they're generally not intelligent, or they're all these things. These things could be inherently disrespectful. Thinking gay people are wicked. I did a debate on the stream about somebody like that. People with depression. Like fucking Keemstar, who thinks that mental illness is like a meme. These are inherently disrespectful. And you know what? I'll talk about those things, but in the same breath, we can talk about those things, but you're fucking wrong. And you're kind of an idiot for believing those things.
Of women,
really?
of gay people,
really?
of people with depression.
Oh, really?
How are we inherently disrespectful to those people?
I just explained that. Dab.
Because your policies hurt us.
True.
And you're white assholes, white bros.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that I'm white, and that automatically means I'm evil.
She didn't say that you're white and that means you're evil. She just pointed out the fact you're white and then you strawmanned the rest of it. But it's cool.
Literally exactly what he said. They try to shut down conversation before it even happens. They try to classify everything in identity politics, which...
I'm happy to have... I see the right do identity politics way more. No, that person's Asian. That means they can't be a white supremacist. Hashtag Andy now, all right? Or, oh, that person's black. They can't be a white supremacist. JLP. Or this person's that. They can't be this. This person's this. They can't be that. I see the right do identity politics so much. Identity politics, dumb.
Which basically means if you're this race or you're this gender, you're not allowed to have an opinion. It's just completely flawed.
You're allowed to have an opinion. I have an opinion. You have an opinion. Not all opinions are created equal. the fuck is this? Oh. I hope we get the roundhouse. There's one of this person with an interesting look who like roundhouses a phone. I hope we get that one.
Got you on tape, bitch.
What?
Okay. What the fuck? I don't really know how to dissect that. She just drove past the guy and got you on tape, bitch. Yeah, I don't really know. I can't really say anything on that. Just keep going.
This is a recorded video he recorded ahead. I've never seen these. I'm watching them live. I get that. But the thing is, you recorded it. If I recorded this beforehand and I had part of your video, or I picked a video that I had nothing at all to say about, but I don't know how to respond to this, I wouldn't include it in my final fucking video. Are you kidding me? Dumb. You are dumb, sir. You probably shouldn't be recording and driving. That's not the safest thing. You're gonna hit a car.
It's gonna be on YouTube. Don't fucking say hello to me, bitch.
True.
Don't fucking say hello. I don't play that sexual harassment shit.
My last 4 brain cells are really hanging on there. They're on the edge of the bridge about to jump, dude. I can't handle too much more stupidity. Do you know how many fucking sexual harassment charges I would have if I had one every single time I said hello? Jesus, I think I would outnumber Bill Cosby if that happened.
That was a... Can we listen to that excellent joke? Fuck, dude. This makes me so self-conscious of all the shit garbage joke things I must say, but at least I don't know, I don't know,
I would have if I had one every single time I said hello. Jesus, I think I would outnumber Bill Cosby if that happened.
Jesus, I think I would outnumber Bill Cosby if that happened. Cringe. Cringe receptors.
Bitch, you don't fucking say hi to strange women you don't know, bitch. Bitch, you shouldn't have been sexually harassing me. I can call the cops on you for that.
Yeah, she's kind of dumb.
Fat funky motherfucker. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Don't fucking say hello to me.
Then get gone. You shouldn't be
No,
here.
bitch. I should be here. Why the fuck you gonna say I shouldn't be here?
Why shouldn't I be here saying hello to people?
Don't fucking say hello.
You can say hello. This chick is overreacting. What the fuck's your problem, dude? Unless they have a previous like relationship. Get fucked. People want to say hello? Get fucked, alright?
To me.
Guys, let this be a lesson be learned. Never say hello to a feminist. Ever.
See, it's funny that when I watch a video with somebody stupid in it, I can be like, wow, this person's stupid. When this guy watches a video with someone stupid in it, oh my god, it's an entire ideology. Nice.
Sexual assault. Every single time. You'll go to jail. No, you won't go to jail. You'll get the electric chair. That's how bad it is. Jesus, this poor guy is just trying to do his job.
Death penalty.
Some fucking bitch
Bad.
drives up, gets out of the car,
Just
and then yells at him for being friendly. And I'm not judging. I'm not trying to say anything negative towards his job, but that doesn't look like...
Again, I understand this isn't probably the most relevant criticism, but stop touching your fucking face all the fucking time. Oh my god. I can't. We've watched 30 minutes of videos. I can't. Stop, please. Please stop. You need to stop. For your good, for my good, for this fucked up Windsox good, okay? Stop. Get some help.
Like a very happy job, and the fact that he managed to be friendly honestly just boggles my mind, and she is not making it easy on the poor guy.
Yeah, no, she's kind of a cunt.
Go, bitch. Do what the fuck you want to do.
Dude, look at this king, this shirtless king going around taking care of the trash.
Fucking drunk.
Oh yeah, he's the one who's drunk. Dude, he's the one harassing you. He needs to be sent to jail. That is sexual harassment.
She's kind of a cunt.
I cannot believe someone has the nerve to say hello. He just said hello. That is not politically correct.
This is just cringe. Yeah, this chick's a cunt. We've spent way too long on this. Jesus.
What you gonna call the cops on me for?
This is like the longest video segment.
Bitch, you don't be sexually harassing motherfuckers, bitch, and now that I'm standing against your white ass, you got a fucking problem with it. All I did was say hello. Don't say shit to me, bitch.
This guy's got no
fucking
cake.
Weirdo.
I'm not weirdo.
Yeah, you are fucking weirdo.
All I did was say
I'm calling you on your sexual
Would you
harassment,
call the
bitch.
cops, please? Tell them to come down here and get this crazy broad off my
No,
ass.
bitch.
Get
You
this
a fucking
crazy broad.
You
All I
dealing with a
did was
crazy.
say
I love
Yeah,
it.
you called me crazy, bitch. Call
Yeah,
me a nigga
this
too
bitch
while
is
you at it.
crazy.
I own that
Why?
shit.
I'm not
Rude.
prejudiced.
I don't give a fuck. You don't say hello to me. You thought, oh, she a cute little black chick. I'ma say, don't fucking say shit to me, bitch.
Okay,
I say
I'm
hello
not
to
saying
people
I
who are
respected
cute little
her.
black
I'm
chicks
not
and
saying
people
that,
who are not.
all right? But what I am saying is I just lost any possible respect for the future. Because she just called herself
I just lost any possible respect for the future.
cute.
You thought, oh, she a cute little black chick. I'ma say hi.
Oh my god,
You don't
dude,
know what
I
she
cannot
looks like.
stand people who give themselves compliments. What's fucking next? Wrapping your own Christmas presents and giving them to yourself?
You know what? We're gonna move on.
That's just fucking pussy? Are you a pussy? Is that what you are?
Are you a pussy? Complimenting yourself? You pussy? Every day I wake up, I go to the mirror and I'm like, this motherfucker is a king. All right? That's what I do. That's what this guy does. All right? Because it's
Fuck no.
important.
Well, he say hello to you, bitch.
Hey, cool
He can
car.
talk
Bet
to
it gets
you.
great gas mileage.
Fuck you gonna call him on for? Stupid hoe.
Yeah, this bitch is kind of dumb.
He's calling cops. Fucking whips. Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops, bitch.
Damn.
I got your license plate, bitch, and I know where y'all live.
What do you think about that?
I've got a law degree.
I'm here.
What? He can't. No.
Cops.
What? The way she said that, I'm dead. Oh God.
Call the cops, bitch.
Jesus.
I got your license plate, bitch, and I know where y'all live.
Please.
What do you think about that?
I've got a law degree.
I've got a law degree. I love it. I love the fucked up, cracked out hair. The fucking neck scarf. Is this a haircutting salon? Oh, she's probably getting her hair colored. Ooh, got to be looking fly.
I'm here at the end salon asking for a refund because I got a terrible haircut.
Your language
And this is a customer. My language, your language is...
I'm asking for a refund because I got a terrible haircut. Can you get a refund for getting a terrible haircut? I mean, that's kind of... It's on you for, A, probably going to a haircutting place you're not familiar with and getting a stylist you're not familiar with. You know what? If you don't want a bad haircut, do more research. Get fucked. Also, you can have people go along, like, with you. So, like, when you go to get a haircut, fun fact for people who don't get haircuts much, they'll be like, hey, so what are we doing today? Or what do we want? And then you tell them. And then they'll ask you along the way, or you could, I don't know, talk through it, okay? It's as bad as... Your haircut will be as bad as your ability to describe what you want.
Hey, customer, and you have offended me.
I'm not talking
Get
to
off
you.
of me.
Karen. This is a Karen, though.
I'm hitting
Get
you.
out of here. Get out of this.
Look at this.
You
Look
get
at
out of
this.
this.
My
shop.
arms are... Look.
He got a bad haircut. He has no fucking hair. It's just, is it too short, too long? Like, what the fuck? You got nothing going on, bruh.
Dude, hey, if she doesn't get her... She's grabbing me, dude. No. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
What is
this whole thing
this?
is being recorded.
This is a Karen.
All right, I'm calling the cops.
I thought this was a feminist ownage thing. Or feminist gets owned by logic. What is about this that implies feminism? Is there some fucking Karen? His hair looks fine, but the thing is, it's like, you got a bad haircut. You got nothing you're fucking working with. Like, it's not... Did they cut it too short? You should have known, because they probably pulled out clippers. They didn't scissor cut you that low, dickhead.
I'm calling... Look at this lady. This whole thing's being recorded, you psychopath.
And fuck this Karen,
Jesus
too.
Christ. Go sit the fuck down, you
Karens
guys.
aren't people.
Your rib.
Normalize hating Karens 2020.
Good, your rib. You slammed into me. My hands are up in the air. I haven't said one bad word.
His hair looks fine. What the fuck's your problem? And don't wear sunglasses inside. You look like a dick.
F word you've been screaming since you walked in?
Hey,
Fuck
all
you,
I said is I
Karen.
want a fucking refund if you're not gonna give me... There, thank you. You are insane. What's
She's
your
insane.
name?
Let's get out here and howl it out.
Yeah, you...
Go!
Look. You just kicked me.
Asshole!
All right, dude. Hey.
Fucking get out of
You
my
want to kick me
face!
again?
Get out!
All right. Hey, I'm calling the cops, and they're coming down here.
Out!
Get the hell out of here, okay? Dude, your wife is fucking assaulting me.
Get out!
Your wife is assaulting me.
You're a maniac!
Dude, what a snowflake. Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not a maniac. I came in here to get a refund.
You are a maniac!
And you are kicking me. What the hell is wrong with you?
He came in here to get a refund. You got your haircut, you saw what it looked like, and you left not wanting a refund? If you leave a haircutting place and then you come back later for a refund, no refunds. What? You should have seen your fucking hair. They're all idiots. Everybody in this salon is an idiot.
This is insane.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's break that down. And I don't know the full context to this, by the way. But what I do know is this guy came into a shop. Then this woman got extremely offended for him being there. Is there something that I'm missing? I really don't know if there's anything that I'm missing because, like, even for a crazy person, that's kind of retarded. You guys see what I'm saying, though? But yeah, that was the whole thing. He didn't record if the cops came. I'm not sure if the cops came, actually. But
it's not a hat.
I might have to do a little bit.
That's a cool hat. That's oh, this hat. Thank you.
Some more research on that for another video.
Calm down, young lady.
It's Jigglypuff. We talked about her earlier. She's gonna shake her arms and she's a big girl. It's one of the 4 people they have to get mad at.
The correct word. But this is free speech if you're so concerned
Yep, Jigglypuff.
Dude, listening to her talk literally makes me out of breath. Oh my god.
Listening to her talk makes me out of breath. Owned by logic.
Like, you ever listen to someone and, like, they sound so out of breath, it just makes you out of breath? Like, oh my god, dude.
I haven't.
I was, like, panting after that. I don't even know what she's
looks like
saying.
chicken
I think
Brent.
she's saying, like,
I don't
keep
know
your
what this
hate speech
chicken
out of
Brent is.
campus or something like that. I think that's what she's saying. But, you know,
Keep your
there
hate
isn't
speech
really
off our
much for
campus,
me to
by the way.
say. Like, I guess it is free speech to
Chicken
advocate
Brent.
for not having free speech. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Yeah, guys,
guess-
that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video.
Oh,
If you
God. Okay. Last one, and then I'm done with this nutter, all right? I think, actually, I might want to do the Ben Shapiro one, because the leafy surf thing looks fun. But let's do the Ben Shapiro one. I gotta find more of these,
Hey guys, the last feminist video that I made.
If you have a Blue Yeti, get a mic arm or put it on the stand, okay? Don't fucking hold it. You look like trash, okay? Leon Lush gets a pass. Only person. Don't do this. Also, your lighting's bad.
It got around 1,200 views, and if you haven't looked at my channel already, that's quite a bit. And yeah, it was pretty fun to make, so why not make it again? Then again, though, it did take the longest just because when talking about something like this, there's so much to fucking talk about. Anyway, guys, we are gonna...
He doesn't talk about anything. We just watch it. It's just logic owning people
be
getting up.
taking a look at some funny clips today, so make sure to stick around for the whole video. And trust me, you don't want to miss them.
Oh my god, this was back in the day. A different opening. A different Blender opening. Wow.
Okay, so guys, the video that we're going to be taking a look at
What's the date?
today is
May
Ben
5th?
Shapiro Destroys Feminist, and it's by a guy named Cy Raven. I'm not sure if I'm spelling that correctly, but you know, his name will be up.
Oh my god, this is a guy responding to Ben Shapiro. Person responding, and I'm responding to that. The layers.
On
The
screen right now.
layers.
His video will be in the description, and I highly recommend you go watch it if you find this video entertaining. And you know, without further ado, let's just get right into this right now.
Let's get
Yeah, what
right
am I doing
into
with
it.
my life?
Your speech, and you can call me out on being a liberal snowflake or whatever.
Like
That's
an
my
onion.
feelings. But then you, in the middle of your speech, I think this was hate speech, you made fun of transgenders. Well,
I made fun of one person who grabbed me by the back of the neck and threatened me with violence, to be fair.
I mean, yes, but also Caitlyn Jenner, and you seem to be making, no.
Okay. Let's say, whatever.
I don't want, no.
Probably don't make fun of transgender people because a trans person was mean to you.
You were making jokes at the expense of transgender people. So my question is, where do you draw the line between being a mensch and clearly offending people?
Honestly, I don't think that there should be a line. As long as there is no physical act of aggression, your feelings shouldn't dictate on what someone else is or isn't allowed to say. On top of...
Well, speech is a form of violence. So, for example, while saying something isn't as bad as actually like attacking somebody, of course. No, there's probably some things you shouldn't say in given context. So like if you're in a work environment, you shouldn't be able to harass people, misgender them constantly, or call them names. Like if I addressed you as she, her in the workplace and only call you Lindsay and you didn't like that, probably shouldn't do it because that's harassment at a point.
But there are way better ways of getting bad ideas. Like arguing with them with facts and logic like...
Do I even need to say anything at this point?
I'm doing right here. Shutting them down completely discourages conversation, and quite honestly, nothing would ever get done if we are constantly shutting down the people who offended us. If this world was ran by someone like this girl, nothing would ever get done because she was constantly tiptoeing by everyone's feelings. Fucking liberals.
How much have you gotten? Okay, so again, this video that he's responding to is at least 3 years old. How much are you getting done by like attacking the people who ask, in your opinion, dumb questions? How are you furthering the conversation? Or are you silencing people? Or trying to do a chill effect by like calling these people out and saying that we shouldn't talk to them because they don't want to talk? I want to talk. Come debate me, Zen Dance. I've debated a couple of shitters on my thing already. I'd be happy to have you. Guest of honor.
God damn it.
You draw the line.
Okay, so for me...
This fucking shitty-ass overlaid editing.
So for me, if I coldly and clearly state a fact and you're offended by the fact, that's not me being responsible for offending you, that's me saying a fact and you being offended. Shapiro. As far as me making jokes about Zoe Tur, my general rule is that if somebody grabs me by the back of the neck and threatens me with violence on national television, I have the right to make fun of them. That's just as when I was at University of Wisconsin, if people are going to chant at me and yell at me, then I'm not going to treat them with...
You can make fun of whoever you want at any time for any reason. I find it fucking weird. You have to try and justify it like, they grabbed me by the back of the neck and threatened me with violence on national TV. Shut the fuck up. Just talk about whoever you want to talk about and own that shit.
With courtesy because they are not deserving of courtesy. Courtesy is something that you earn by being courteous.
That's right, you fucking get him, Ben. Anyway, to anybody who doesn't know what the girl was actually talking about, Ben actually went on a show to talk about transgenderism, and he offended a transgender person by saying every transgender person is biologically the gender that they were born as.
They're biologically the sex they're born as, but gender is again different from sex because gender is social construct. But to go back, Ben Shapiro even fucks this up all the time. When he talks to trans people or when he debates trans people to own the libs, or he does these things, he's constantly misgendering them. And then sometimes he fucks up. So like Blair White, cunt, trash, trans YouTuber. Anyway, like he's had conversations with her and he has gone out of his way to misgender her, but then he'll like fuck it up. So Ben Shapiro will call Blair he, and then call her or they or she, whatever. He fucks up because it's hard for him to do the disconnect. Because he's a fucking idiot and he knows what he's talking about is bullshit.
Or I don't really fucking know, grabbed him by the back of the neck and threatened him to send him home in an ambulance. All right, just take a look at the clip.
Why are we mainstreaming delusion?
Can I just point out again, when I fuck up, I'm doing it live. I can't edit it out. This motherfucker records his things ahead of time. He has time to watch, review what he said, and re-record if he wants to. And notice the jump cuts every like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 5 seconds, 2 seconds in some cases. He does edit. He just doesn't know when to edit. Okay.
It's not delusion.
Why would you call it delusion?
Because Bruce Caitlyn Jenner. I'll call him Caitlyn Jenner.
No,
because
it's
that's
her. You're not being polite to the pronouns.
Because
disrespectful.
Okay, forget about the disrespect. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Well, so again, social construct. It is a respect thing. Like, referring to you as he, him is a respect thing. I have never seen Ben Shapiro's genitals. I don't know what they're rocking down there. However, since they want to be called whatever, I call them that because it's respectful. I've never had to see someone's birth certificate or see what's rocking in their pants to see, hey, what should I call this person? Seems weird. Seems like, hey, if someone tells you to call them something, it's respectful. Like if you tell me your name's Ben Shapiro, I shouldn't call you Lindsay. And we're going back to Lindsay. I'm not going to call you Lindsay if you tell me your name's Ben because it's a respect thing, okay?
It turns out that every chromosome, every cell in Caitlyn Jenner's body is male with the exception of some of his sperm cells. It turns out that his brain structure is male. It turns out that he still has all of his male appendages. How he feels on the inside is irrelevant to the question of his biological sex.
I don't agree with that. I'm not.
Good thing that gender, again, is not biological sex. It's gender, which is why we use different words to convey different ideas and different messages.
Not on that train. I'm not on that train. She wants to be called she. I'm going to call her she.
Yeah.
I just have a problem with the message and the messenger.
So well, let's I'm going to do two things. I want to reiterate what Zoe said, which is the bifurcation of the courage to come forward after a lifetime as a male and a certain kind of a male versus did she deserve this award? Listen, the awards, what are award ceremonies except now?
What they're talking about is Caitlyn Jenner. I'm pretty sure when she came out, I don't know if it was the first year or the second year, she won like a woman's award or woman of the year, something like that. That's what they're talking about, by the way, if you didn't know. Because this clip is like 1,000,000 years old, like all the stuff that this guy talks about.
Opportunity to catch some eyes.
But I'm talking about him talking about it, so how much better am I?
ESPN, well done, ABC. Yeah. They did exactly what their job was, attract eyes. They did it. That's what award ceremonies are for. Yeah. But in terms of the science behind gender dysphoria, you're very familiar with that, Zoe.
Very familiar.
It's not about the chromosome. Excuse me, the chromosomes within our
both know
nuclei. Yeah,
chromosomes don't necessarily mean you're male or female.
Gender.
With gender
identity. Go ahead. No, so
especially, but even so, you have a thing like Klinefelter's syndrome. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on genetics.
True.
Well, no,
what are your genetics?
So I'd stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scale.
If we want to talk about genetics, Ben Shapiro is famous for there's only two genders or there's only two sexes or whatever nonsense. Again, bimodal distribution, not a binary. If you want to talk hard genetics, you can't say it's just two because it's not. It's called exceptions. And where exceptions happen, your hard, strict label doesn't apply. Not in all cases.
You cut that out now or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Fuck him up! Dude, imagine thank you, Saran. I guarantee he's freaking out inside right now. He is panicking. It's okay, Ben Shapiro. You got grabbed by the neck and threatened with violence.
Yeah, that seems mildly inappropriate for a political discussion.
Okay.
Yeah, mildly inappropriate, Ben Shapiro.
I got one thing to say to that. You don't go home in a fucking ambulance, you retard. You go to the hospital in an ambulance.
He's hit us with the first fact. Thank you, Lynn. I guess, true, you don't go home in an ambulance.
And I'm not someone who...
Unless she is gonna pull him until he's gonna live at the hospital. Also, a possibility.
Usually corrects people on their speech because even earlier in this video, I called an ambulance an ambulance for some reason. I don't really know. But if you're assaulting someone and grabbing them by the back of the neck, I think I have free range to make fun of whatever you say.
You can make fun of anyone at any time for any reason. Stop trying to pretend, oh, somebody grabbed somebody by the back of the neck. That makes what I say okay. Shut the fuck up. That kind of lame justification doesn't work here.
Whatever I want, because Jesus Christ, dude, it hurts my brain cells listening to that interview. Oh my God.
Mine too.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. My belief is in mutually assured destruction. So if you're going to, so if you attempt to again, do me physical harm on national TV, then I'm not going to treat you with a level of respect that you have not earned.
I'm glad.
Remember the horrible violence that Ben had to live through. Was he was insulting somebody for an entire interview, grabbed him by the back of the neck and said, "You got to stop that, or I'm gonna send you home in an ambulance." Triggered.
I'm not the only person who thinks like this. But anyway, even though both of them disagree, they're both being courteous to each other. It's when it starts getting physical and threats start coming out that Ben gets defensive.
I believe that Caitlyn Jenner bringing this conversation to the forefront
Ben is always defensive.
And at the end of the day, can you look at the fact that more than 50% of transgender youth attempt suicide because of discrimination, because of shame? Does that try to alter the way that how you should project
That's a good
thoughts?
question.
What if they're watching right now? What if there is a teen out watching right now that is struggling with who they are, living their truth?
Let's talk about.
Again, this comes down to identity. It seems like all the research indicates the very best way to handle these people, whether you think it's mental illness or whatever, the best thing you can do, according to research, is to just be supportive and accept people. It's insane how effective it is at lowering suicidality. Even in, I think, like having supportive parents, one of the major meta-analysis found that it reduces the suicidality of teens by 15 times to have supportive parents. Just be supportive people, call them what they want to be called, be a chill. That's it.
About some of the biological facts for 1 second.
No, I want you to answer me.
That's what the research says to do, by the way. That's the fact.
Allow me to answer your question.
I'm full of emotion right now because people die.
Yeah, we've all noticed. First of all, though, let me give you some basic facts right now. The suicide rate for transgender people is almost the exact same even after surgery. And to say that they would be less...
The suicide rate for trans people after surgery has nothing to do with societal acceptance and a supportive peer group at all. Also, when you're talking about that, there are not many studies that study suicidality after transition, but they study suicidality in trans people over the course of their life, and they might include whether or not they have undergone some sort of surgery or reassignment. At the end of the day, if you go through reassignment, it doesn't erase your past suicide attempts or suicidal thoughts.
Less likely to commit suicide over a TV broadcast is completely unreasonable. And once again,
Well, it's not just over a TV broadcast that somebody might be encouraged to commit suicide, but that TV broadcast could be influencing other people around them, and popularizing the idea that this person isn't normal or they should be treated differently for being them. That's the problem.
It's discussion. If the surgery isn't the answer, which the statistics show that it's...
Surgery is not the answer. The answer to lowering suicidality is being supportive and being a chill person. That's it. So be supportive and be chill.
Not. The only way for us to find the answer is for us to have a conversation about it. And this dumb blonde chick over here is trying to limit conversation, and honestly, it really isn't helping anybody. It's just making the process to get to the actual solution slower.
The transgender suicide rate is approximately...
She's not trying to limit conversation at all. She just asked a question in a heated way. That's it.
0.8 in every 100. The only comparable suicide rate in human history of which I am aware is Jews living under Austrian and German rule during World War II. To liken the treatment of transgenders in the United States or the Western world to Jews living under Nazi... No, I'm actually comparing...
Well, they are being persecuted both ways. Yeah, one was pretty bad. Luckily, we don't live in a place where it's okay to murder trans people for being trans. Those countries do exist, though, so...
to apples in terms of the suicide rate.
But I think if you can see what discrimination
why don't we look
does...
at actual solutions?
Well,
why is it always society?
The solution is to be supportive.
I'm happy to tolerate. Whatever people want to do is what they want to do, but the idea that the surgery itself is something to be glorified, to be rebels in the mental illness...
Nobody glorifies
it. I think if you can bring up the difficulty that Jewish people have faced because of hatred, then why can't you as a human, as Dr. Maya Angelou would say, that I am human, so therefore nothing
this video
can
quality
be alien
sucks.
to me. Why can't you take that position and understand based upon your history?
I don't hate anybody who has a mental illness and is trying to figure out how to fix that.
Well, there might have been people who said...
I'm not going to liken the treatments of Jews under Nazis.
No, I think anytime a life is in trouble, we're all in trouble.
Okay, so I'm going to break that down just a little bit because he was talking kind of...
Trans people are attacked and killed and ostracized. Again, a direct comparison to Jews living in Germany during the Holocaust. I mean, yeah, pretty fucking severe. They're just talking about persecution for being somebody. You shouldn't attack people for being them. You shouldn't attack people for their religion, their gender identity, their sex. These things are bad.
He was basically saying the transgender suicide rate is higher than the suicide rate of Jews under Nazi Germany, which, as you guys know, transgender people in America, at least, I don't know how it is over there in Canada, but in America, are not treated nearly as bad as Jews were under Nazi Germany.
Again, our bar here is, hey, trans people aren't treated as bad as Jews in Nazi Germany. If that's the bar,
so that's kind of pointing to the fact that this lies deeper than just discrimination, because I don't think any group of people have ever been more discriminated against than Jews under Nazi Germany. But yeah, it just points to the fact that the problem is deeper than discrimination, because if it was just...
Well, that's what discrimination is. That's why the Jews were persecuted, was discrimination.
Discrimination, the suicide rate would not be nearly as bad as it is. Hey guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, especially if you made it this far. It really means more.
We made it that far. I think I'm done with this guy for a while. I'm gonna head off and I need to, maybe I could talk to this guy on Twitter or something. Maybe he's willing to talk about this cool feminism stuff, because I'd love to have him on and talk about it, because boy oh boy, the facts and logic, I don't feel super destroyed, but it's fun. Next time, have fun.